So write a program such that given the matrix, if an element in the matrix is 0, make the entire row and entire column of that current element 0. Okay, so I'm going to traverse through the matrix. If I reach 0, then I'm going to make the very first element of that particular row 0 and very first element of the particular column 0. I can freely modify these elements because I have already traversed, so this is not going to change the result. So, and again see if any other zeros are there. If nothing is there, then I'm set now. So here again I'm going to traverse through the matrix. If I reach a 0, if I'm at this position, I'm going to check whether the first in this row, whether the first element of the row and first element of the column are 0. For this element I can't check, so I'm going to discard it. So for this element I have to check. So if this is 0, then I'm not going to check. If this is 1, then I have to check whether the first element of the row is 0 or first column is 0. Because it is not there, I'm going to discard it. I'm going to write a special case for it. I have to make sure that the row index and column index has to be less than or equal to 0, or has to be greater than or equal to 0, and less than row dot length and column dot length respectively. Here I'm not going to check the column because it is outside my boundary. Here also I'm going to check whether it is 0. No. So if it is 0, I'm not going to check. For this one I'm going to check whether the first element of the current row is 0. If it is 0, then I have to make it 0. For this one also I have to check 0. If it is the, so here I have already mentioned I'm not able to check the row. I can check the column, but which is not 0. Now I am at this position, the row is not 0 but column is 0. So here also same thing, row is not 0 and the column is also not 0. The row's first element of the row is not 0, first element of the column is not 0. So in this way I can traverse the matrix in order of n square time and can form the resultant matrix with order of 1 space.